us live with interviews, devotionals, and lessons from all over the world. Welcome to Afterbeat TV.
Every person that ever lived has to make the same choice. It's either the world or it's Christ. Which is it for you? Who are you choosing?
Good evening, Facebook. This is Alpo and Miriam from Scotland, and we're here with another live session for Afterbeat TV. Welcome and thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to give a little update later about our plans to move back to the Netherlands, which is really exciting. Things are moving fast, so if you want to be updated, please stay in. And for now, we have something really exciting.
Yes, for the first time, we're going to do a live interview online. Last week, we were live online, but now we're going to do it live with the USA. We have an amazing guy. He did so much for us. He went twice to the Netherlands to do a mission with us. Also, he came for a very quick visit to Scotland last February. And but this guy is just amazing. He started I think producing like about 7 years ago or so. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff I even don't know about him, although I worked with him several times. It's just an amazing guy, and I want to introduce you guys to Kevin Aleksander today. I hope it's all gonna work. If it's not gonna work, I maybe have to interrupt, but so far it looks like everything is working, so hopefully this is going to be okay. Otherwise we'll go on with the update, but I really pray right now that this is going to work. There we are.
Hey,
this is Kevin.
Kevin.
How you doing, Kevin?
Hey. Hi. Good to see you guys.
Yes. So, Kevin, you've been to the Netherlands twice. You did some missions with us, and you came to Scotland, like I said. Who is Kevin actually? Who is Kevin Aleksander?
Yeah, so Kevin Alexander is actually my first and middle name, but it's my artist alias. So it's the artist name that I make my music under. So it's mostly like house music, and just I DJ with that name, and that's
Awesome.
pretty much it.
Okay, but I also understood you have a name you use. It's called Metro, is that right? And you have a name called Ralov.
Yeah. So I have like a lot of music I work on, and just finding a way to package it, I guess. So Metro is my piano, kind of more chilled music, and then Ralov is a project I recently started in February in 2020. It's just basically I sing on there, and it's lyric-based electronic music, and I'm really happy to finally, make music like that.
So making music is your dream? Is that your final dream? Is that what you want to do 24/7?
This last season, God has been showing me like there's so much more in me, but music is like a huge part of me and the calling God has for me. Like I have to sit down and play the piano like at least once a week, if not more. So,
Well, we heard you play in the Netherlands. You even joined a service in our church once, and it was so cool. Even I know your musical skills is just amazing, and even the Dutch songs, you just did go along with it, and I'm like, wow, you didn't even know this song. It's so amazing. Your talent is so amazing, and we know, of course, how we got involved. I think it started with I think I listened to the track called "Break Every Chain."
Yes.
Yes.
That was the first, I guess. That was an introduction to Kevin Alexander.
Yes, yes. I tried to find it online on YouTube. I think it was there, but did you remove it? Because I wanted to show it to the people, but
yeah, because it's technically like it's called a bootleg, so it's not like an official remix. So
okay.
it was just like a thing I did for fun. I wasn't expecting the reaction I got for it, so
okay,
yeah,
okay.
it was cool.
Okay, well, we really love that song, and as you know, well, lots of people know. I don't know how many people know, but I work for Transform once in a while, and I've been traveling around the world with them. And well, this track is just top of the bill. They need it. They kind of need it for every event they do. It's just an amazing track. So it's a bummer that it's not out there anymore. But I really love your house music as well. But tell us about the first time you got involved with. You also did a remix of a track called Afterbeat, and you had a really cool voice. I think you made your own voice over it.
Afterbeat.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yes. I think it's somewhere on SoundCloud still.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but tell us, I think about 4 years ago, I reached out to you that I needed an artist, and you came to the Netherlands. So tell me about it. What was your experience?
Oh man, every time I think about the Netherlands, I always think back of just when you guys brought me out there. Like it was such a honor for me to, just bless the kids there with, how to make dance music, and it was just amazing. I really fell in love with the culture and the people there of the Netherlands. And my heart just gets so happy every time I think about it. So it was just an amazing opportunity to go and share, my knowledge, and just to bless the kids and the people there. So it was great.
Yeah.
How would you describe the work of Afterbeat to someone who's not familiar with the work that we do with the mission? So if someone was going to ask us, like, what's Afterbeat about? How would you describe it as an artist?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest takeaways for me with being a part of it was like the heart for kids and sowing into the next generation, and just with the tools and what we have, like with dance music, and just seeing God move through that. So just sowing into the next generation for God, it's just incredible. So
Awesome. Well, and I saw you working in the schools, and I was really flabbergasted by your lessons. Every lesson, I'm like, man, that's a new trick. That track, that's a new hit. Like every time, I'm like, oh man, you should produce this. Like every single time, I'm like,
I've gone back.
yeah. So I was like, oh man, like you must be like full of I don't know, like songs in your head all the time, because it was just like so easy. In the Netherlands we have an expression like you shake it out of your sleeve like so easily. And I'm like, wow, it's so cool what you did. But also I remember this girl, I don't know, there was something with a panic attack. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So, what happened there?
Yeah. So there's just a girl who was just having like some anxiety problems, and she was just, I just came over and, was able to pray for her and just release God's love over her, and I think she said that like usually her panic attacks would last for like half an hour or more, but this one lasted only 10 minutes. So it's just cool to just be there, and
I remember that, and I remember the year after that she was in the interview team from the school, and that she came in the lesson right away and wanted to meet you again. And that's really the heart of what we do and what we love, like connect with these kids. And you just did such an amazing job out there. And the last time I think I remember, or maybe it was the first time, I think it was the first time, well, maybe you know it better than me. You were introduced to Steve Chalmers, and Steve Chalmers had a prophecy about a king or so. Can you tell me something about that? Because that story is amazing.
Yeah. So I think it was after that service I played piano on the worship team for you guys, and he had a prophetic word for me, and it was basically just in the Bible verse where it says, "Find a man who is skilled in what he does, and he will be just in front of kings and people of like great influence." I don't really remember the Bible verse exactly, but it's just something along the lines of that. And that really like was encouraging to me, and I sat with it for a long time and prayed over it. And just this last year and a half ago, God introduced to me an artist named King Arthur. Wow. And we became good friends. We started collaborating on music together, and we've just been making music together, and it's been amazing to see the songs we've come up with and where it's gone. So wow. It's amazing, just a prophetic word, and praying into it and seeing God kind of confirm it through an artist named King Arthur. It's pretty amazing. Yeah,
that's really amazing. So and there you had a connection with the Netherlands again, right?
Yeah, because he was based in the Netherlands as well, and so it's awesome.
It's funny, Afterbeat is a Dutch charity, but we have to bring in the best Christian DJs from the USA, and it's mainly from Colorado, actually. So, well, we have the best DJs in the world, but there's hardly to find any Christian DJ, unfortunately. There are some great DJs, though, but I'm looking at the questions. I didn't use the list that much. I think we had so far such a great conversation already. I just saw on your on your Instagram, I think that Afrojack played your songs, and I think another one, an even bigger artist like Armin van Buuren, or was it someone else?
Yeah, so I recently came out with a song on King Arthur's record label, Bring the Kingdom. Bring the Kingdom was a part of the bigger label Hexagon Records.
Yes.
And so, my recent release, the track is called Like This. It's been played by Afrojack, by, what's the other artist's name? Mike Williams, and the biggest one was Martin Garrix that played it on his radio show. Right. So it's super amazing. Cool to have support like that. Yeah,
absolutely. I think Martin Garrix is the number one at the moment, isn't he? And Dutch, of course. Yeah. No, but he's an amazing DJ. So today you are not in Colorado, you are in the sunny state of California, although you told me you're in the north, so it's a little bit more chilly than LA, but it's still good though, I guess.
Yeah, so the weather's been great here. So I moved out here to Redding, California for ministry school. So I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, that's amazing. I heard it's the Bethel school, or it's connected to the Bethel church, and Bethel is pretty big, isn't it? It's they release lots of worship songs, and they're world famous in the Netherlands and UK, everywhere. Are you involved with the music somehow, or is it something else you're involved with?
So here in Bethel right now, I'm in this awesome season of just growing in my identity in God, and just the ministry side of things. So like Bible stuff, like interpreting the Bible, and just the ministry side of things, preaching and prophetic ministry and evangelism. So right now I've kind of music is like not the main thing for me right now. I'm just really like going into the more ministry side of things. So
wow, that's amazing, man. So I think I have one last question for you. We started with this great video from Billy Graham and Who Are You Choosing? And that's obviously about the gospel, you know, and that's what Afterbeat does. We want to bring the gospel out there, and during the schools week, we do the lessons, and you invited lots of kids to the show, and at this show, we preach the gospel. So why is the gospel important to you? Why does everyone needs to hear the gospel?
Well, for me, the gospel is everything. It's the good news, you know, that the beautiful thing about the gospel is the simplicity of it, that we were separated from God, but God's love is so big that he sent his son to die in our place, and he brought us into and for eternity to be with him, and we get to experience life here and everlasting life after. And just the simplicity of the gospel for me is just the most precious thing, you know, Jesus and what he did for us. So that's what the gospel is for me. It's everything. Really.
Okay,
It's
awesome.
it's the foundation.
Well, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Well, I really want to thank you for this interview. I really enjoyed it, and I think everything went well, so we didn't need to cut it off or whatever. And I'm very glad, because I really wanted to honor you with everything we can in this interview. I really want to honor you with this interview as well, because you did just such an amazing job when you came over to the Netherlands, and also the last time. And you know, you're always willing to go, you know, and I really love that heart of you, that you're always really willing to go. And oh man, your workshops, you blew me away with that, you know. And I know Sean Pickering in Sunderland really wants to have you also once over to Sunderland. But we really need to pray that COVID is going away in Jesus' name, because we want to go back into the schools. We want to evangelize again. And I really hope not only to see you in the US again or whatever, but also at our projects, you know, because I haven't met a producer who could be at your level. Let me put it like that. It's just amazing how your level of skills is. And you know, the Psalms is also saying, like, and I think you mentioned it before with the Bible scripture you had from Steve those days, but the Bible is saying, like in Psalms, it's like play skillfully for the Lord, you know. And I really love that with you. You really exploit your talent and skills up to the next level, and you're always going for more. And then you're going now to this Bible school to do this finishing touch, the spiritual touch on your music, and I really love that. And I pray a blessing over you in Jesus' name, that you're gonna reach with your music lots of people all over the world, and I hope especially in the Russian countries, because that's why I think you use the name Ralov, right? To reach people over there. Yeah. So okay, man. Hey, thank you for this interview, and I really hope that we can meet soon. In real life
too.
Again as well.
Yeah, I just want to honor you guys as well. Thank you so much for everything. You guys are always on my heart, and I'm excited for your move to back to the Netherlands.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you, man. Yes. Okay. Hey, bless you, man. Speak soon.
All right.
Yes. Bye. So that was Kevin Aleksander. That was just amazing. His story and the prophecy, what happened, and that it just came out, and it happened during our missions, and that's just so amazing. But the mission doesn't stop, does it?
No, we'll keep on going. I think we're multiplying here, which is amazing. It's something that we see when we read the Bible as well, something that happened when Jesus was here. And it was absolutely something as well that we are supposed to do, I think, especially these days, because so many people they need Jesus. We all need Jesus. And especially these days, you know, it's crazy times. So I think it's a good time actually to spread the good news and let people know that there is hope and there's more than just the world that we're living in right now. So yeah, we'll keep on going. Scotland is doing well. Afterbeat Scotland is still running, even though we can't go into schools. Behind the scenes, especially Alka worked really hard to get a team in place that can take over when we move back. And so far so good. We're still excited to go back on a school mission as soon as we can, and we will. So Afterbeat Scotland will keep on going. We have amazing plans in place at the moment for Afterbeat the Netherlands as well. I think that's one of the reasons why we moved back as well, because we have an amazing team in place here that they can run the mission here. So we just go back to the Netherlands to make sure that the Netherlands is gonna be running good as well. So yes, multiplying here, and we can see that God is blessed in the mission, which is amazing. So yeah.
So a little update.
A little update.
Where
yes.
are we?
Well, where are we? It keeps changing every day at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah.
We're moving fast. So yeah, I think yesterday we sent in an email to the agency of our house of a 4 weeks notice, which means we'll move out of this house where we're currently in the 4th of December. And then we're gonna move in with the amazing family that hosted us as well when we just moved over from Netherlands to Scotland. We lived there for 3 months, and they offered us to host us again while we're waiting to actually go back. So it's kind of like a how do you call that again? Well, just a time between this house and
transition
the
time.
transition time. Yes, thank you for that. So yeah, I think that's gonna be like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. But at this moment, as we're planning now, we're gonna move back before Christmas time, which probably will be around the 20th of December. We haven't set a date yet. It all depends on, moving our stuff around and getting everything in place that we need to have in place. But when everything goes the way it goes now, and it goes fast, we're gonna move back to the Netherlands probably somewhere between the 18th and the 23rd of December. Yeah,
we're right in the middle of it, like finding stuff, how we can move our stuff. We have a lot of stuff, and should we sell it or whatever? Canceling subscriptions and stuff like that. It's all needs to be done. All this boring jobs, but what we really need, I think, is prayers, especially especially for the kids at the moment. They start it starts to hit in, right? Like they start to realize what's happening.
We are all super excited to move back, honestly. We've been working towards this over the last 6-7 months, so we made up our mind, we made a decision, it feels good, and we do feel that God is in this as well, which helps a lot. So we are ready to go back, but it doesn't mean that we don't feel sad saying goodbye to everything that's here. We have a new family here. We have a lot of friends and an amazing church as well that we had to say goodbye to. And especially nowadays, we are still not able to go to a normal church meeting again because we're just starting to go back into church. There's limited people, there are restrictions in place. So yeah, that leaves me a little bit heartbroken when it comes to our church. It would have been amazing if we could just have a goodbye service or have a little goodbye party for the people here. That's not gonna happen, which is sad. But we'll make it work. And we're gonna be back anyway. So, but yeah, I can see that now we made the decision to move back. Now we're setting kind of a date. The feeling of the sadness of leaving the things behind that we love here. That's happening as well. So it's mixed feelings.
And it's going quite quick right now.
Yes.
We needed to make a decision soon, and it's going so quick at the moment. But So well, thank you for everyone for watching. I think it was an amazing broadcast, and we hope to do it soon. Just look at the Afterbeat Netherlands, Scotland, and our own blog, the Stoel Family blog. When we have the new episode running, I think it's going to be an interview with DJ Sonar Zone, Tim Thompson, and his wife. And and otherwise you will see it on our live.
Absolutely.
You will
we'll
see
keep
it
you
soon.
posted.
We will keep you posted. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for
Thanks
watching.
for joining tonight.
Yes.
And hopefully see you next time.
Yes.
Join us live with interviews, devotionals, and lessons from all over the world. Welcome to Afterbeat TV.